Hello, this is Wisconsin Illinois Rail Fanning, and welcome back to another Traffic Lights of Wisconsin video. I was going to save this video once I was done with Beloit. I still have, I think, two more traffic lights for Beloit. Hopefully I'll get those videos out coming soon. But since I had a good time making my Janesville video the other day, I'm going to decide to do all of the traffic lights here in Delavan, Wisconsin. Now, if you guys seen from my other videos, mainly my tornado warning in Delavan video, I work in Delavan, Wisconsin. And I basically went through every single traffic light in the town itself and its township. So today we'll be going through all 11 of these traffic lights. I was going to include this traffic light right here on 67 and 50 where Williams Bay is, but I considered that part to be a little bit more into Williams Bay. Hell, some of it's in Lake Geneva, but I'm not going to include them. We're just going to go through the other 12. Matter of fact, we'll even start out here and move right into Delavan. So, brief introduction. Delavan, Wisconsin has 12 intersections with traffic lights, with 3 of which having brand new modern day traffic lights. Alright, to start off let me make sure my microphone's on. Okay, to start off this little video here, we're going to start off with the intersection of Wisconsin 50, also known as Konya F, and North Shore and Town Hall. I think it's the South Shore. I'm trying to remember. I'm usually on these streets, so hopefully my memories come. So this traffic right here is pretty interesting because I have not realized how, what's the word I'm looking for, new this traffic light really is. So of course this is your usual state highway traffic light in the township of Delavan. As we go into 2007, it kind of reminds you of a US 51 in Cranston, with how it was just a highway traffic light with no left turn signals. Everybody had to like yield. And yeah, so if we go into 2013, they changed the pole right here and made the I'm gonna assume that's the western light. They put it a little bit more higher, and yeah, so far this is still how the signal and stuff looks. There's really no big upgrades with this intersection. I would say mid 2018 they upgraded the lens on it. That was a given, as South Shore and Town Hall. I think I said North Shore, but basically no big upgrades. And then we go into 2021, they decided to put in a left turn lane, probably because this traffic light is hell trying to turn left. I know this from experience, even before or even with the left turn lane, when you have to yield, it's kind of hard to do so. So they just added the left turn lane, and just due to the fact that I'm pretty sure more stuff was being built around here, so they just decided to add one in. And here is the last one in August 2024. Sorry I went through it, but like I said, the intersection itself really didn't get through do that much upgrades other than a lens upgrade, and then eventually they added the left turn cycle to the traffic light. So other than that, it's the same setup. This traffic light right here was either replaced or, well, it got its lens upgraded and added a black plate around it. So yeah, this is the first traffic light down. Alright, so we are at the next traffic light here in Delavan. Again, still in the township. We're moving closely into Delavan. And you're probably wondering, well, where is the traffic light? Well, that's because we got to go into 2024, but this was actually put in 2023. I actually have pictures of this intersection. Before it was turned on and put into service. So in about 2023, midsummer 2023, they decided to not only, they didn't really upgrade the road, but they decided this is a brand new, like, rich neighborhood. I say more like vacation homes from people from Chicago, since Delavan is a resort kind of small town. It's has multiple hotels. It has the lake. If you're from the Delavan area, you would know. And I mean, this whole area, Williams Bay, Delavan, and Lake Geneva, and Fontana, Lake Geneva, it's all a tourist spot. So this was a given to be built, but they added the traffic lights here because now they had the highway, which that's Highway F, going to Elkhorn, and then they have this neighborhood. So they added a brand new traffic light. This is one of 3 brand new traffic lights here in Delavan that were put up or upgraded. This one was put up. The other ones were upgraded. You'll see them later on. But yeah, nothing really unique. Well, I wouldn't say unique, but yeah. So they just added flashing yellows, and yeah, this was the newest traffic light in the Delavan area. Again, I have pictures of it before it was put into service, but yeah, this is the next traffic light here. So now we are in Delavan, Wisconsin. This isn't the township anymore. We are in the Delavan area. So this is the intersection of Raleigh and Wisconsin 50 or Geneva Street. This is one of the biggest traffic lights, if not the biggest traffic light in the city. If you can tell by just the pictures here, it is a business. I like to call it. It's not a thing. So when I use these terms, don't correct me in the comment section. I just have like nicknames for them, but its purpose is it's for businesses. So as you can see, one side we have like that's a Chili's now. I'm pretty sure that's still a Chili's, even in 2009. But it has all the food, Walmart, Kohl's. There's a Lowe's, PetSmart, the etc. business stuff. And then this way, right here, it goes to more rich neighborhoods, a lake, and just houses. It's useless. The main traffic light that's used is this one right here. But basically, just like the last traffic light, no big significant upgrade here. It has the same stuff. If anything, it used to have the older lens, the ones I said in my James Bond that I loved. But other than that, it's the same setup. One thing that I like that's unique about this traffic light, and I guess they had the old crosswalk, walk and don't walk signal, is these signals right here. They're on all the sides. If you're not from here, it's confusing. So these are the right turn signals. So instead of it being on green while this is on green, they have it on red. You can still turn. It's not a do not stop on red, but it only activates when there's a left turn on the cross street, and it's kind of cool. If we go into 2015, I'll even show the other side so you guys can see it. Still, some of the lenses got upgraded, some of them didn't. I'll even show you guys the other side. This is the most busy one. As you can see, this one has the old cop car. But as you can see on this side, this side has the turn lane, or a double turn lane. And here's what it looks like on this side. Here's the STH turn here. That was the siren that you heard in the background on that video. I do have a video of me driving past this siren there in the June 22nd tornadoes in Wisconsin, because Delavan was put under another tornado. And the only reason I didn't upload that video was I was venting the entire time because I was pissed at my job. So that's a whole nother story that we're not going to get into. But yeah, here's the other side going towards Geneva or Lake Geneva or the Delavan Township, and then you have this side right here. Again, it's all the same side or same like stuff. The side, they both have double turn lanes, which is surprising. That actually reminds you of a traffic light in Rockton that has like the same setup, but it's like built with Illinois style traffic lights. So basically, like I said, this traffic light really did not get that big of an upgrade, or at least no big upgrades. One thing that they did, I guess, upgrade other than the updated lens is they added the modern crosswalks and took down the don't walk and walk signals. Some of them still have the older flashing hand signal, but most of them has the new modern countdown crosswalks on all of them. Like I said, some of them have them, some of them don't. But that's basically this intersection. And I guess some of the lights did get upgraded with the black plates, but I think it was only this one right here, and then the other ones just have the older ones with updated lens. But yeah, this is Raleigh Road in Wisconsin 50 on to the next traffic light. Again, another newer one. All right, so again, you're probably wondering where the traffic light is again, but I played this already, so you already know what it is. So just wanted to show you guys the before and after. So this is the intersection of East Geneva and what is this street? While I'm looking down, it's not just a street; it's just a crossroad. But now today it goes to Fleet Farm. I think that's what it is. But no dilly dally now. We're gonna go into 2019. This is when the traffic light was upgraded, but they don't have pictures from 2019. But we're gonna use 2011. I remember this because I remember cooling over the fact that they have a new traffic light here. This was the second newest traffic light here in Delavan. They put this up because, as you see, like this is a Fleet Farm. I was right, with a Burger King right there. And yeah, this traffic light is, I would say, it's kind of unique because it has a cool cycle I'll get to in a second. But your standard modern Wisconsin traffic light here with the flashing yellow, vertical green, straight signals. And then you have your crossroad right there with two double turn left or double lane left turn signals. And yeah, basically it's your new traffic light. Now what I said was unique was these traffic lights right here. These traffic lights, because they decide to add because this is like one of the things that piss me off when I'm working. So in order to get to the parking lot, I'm not going to say the job because I don't want people who are from Delavan to be petty. It's my privacy, okay? So in order to get to my job, you have to go to that traffic light, and the cycle usually is anywhere to around 3 minutes, depending on how busy the intersection is. So it takes you 3 minutes to get to the parking lot. So before then, I'm pretty sure you would have to go all the way down just to turn there. They decided to add this little one lane here to get to the parking lot or get out of the parking lot from Walmart and all these other strip malls. And they add this signal here. Now this signal, the way it works is it doesn't really have a sensor per se. I guess it kind of does, but it really doesn't have like a sensor. These lights will turn red while the flashing yellow is still going, and the light will turn green. So and while this side is still green. So essentially, it's kind of like when you have the regular red left turn signal, and when there's no cars there, it will switch, giving that side the green and giving this side the green and stuff like that. When that light's on, it's this is still red. When that light's green, it's still red. When this is on, it's still red. You can still turn right. There's no turn on red signs here. But yeah, that's kind of like the unique thing. I actually had a couple of funny interactions with people at this light. Basically just people not realizing that this is you can turn on red, and people would sit at this light. And like I said, it's not really censored to where it will switch once they see the car or it senses the car. It's whenever it wants to, I guess. And maybe that's not how it is. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, this is again one of the newer traffic lights. You have, I guess, you have Lakeside Boulevard, and this is, like I said, Geneva Street. But yeah, now we have the interchange or the on-ramp traffic lights to go through next. Now these ones have a bit of an upgrade. Alright, moving on to the interchange traffic lights or the on-ramps and off-ramps for I-43. We have the first traffic light here that, again, really didn't get that much of an upgrade other than the lens and crosswalk upgrades. Well, at least one side did as of now, or as of today. So, as you can see, no big upgrades here. You have the older green lens, the older lens. I think they still have their old yellow lens now today, but other than that, it's more of just the, wait a second. There's no sidewalk. These are the most useless crosswalk signals ever. Or I guess there is kind of a sidewalk. Wait, I'm actually curious now. Because there's a sidewalk here now, but like, what the hell? There's no sidewalk there, but they got two crosswalk signals there. But okay, we're just gonna ignore that. Here's the side going into Janesville, going into Delavan, and then here's the other side. You have basically The left turn signal. I love these traffic lights right here where they have the straight signal with the green arrow pointing up and the other one turning left. I like those. You see those a lot here. But yeah, here we go into 2015. Again, no big upgrade. 2018, still no big upgrade. Other than now they have a sidewalk there, and with the sidewalk, they put in the newer crosswalk signals, and they still have these old flashing hand and walk signal from like I would say the 90s. And then we have an upgrade. They upgraded the lens. And then we have this side again, updated lens. No, like I said, no big upgrades here. Even today, it's still the same setup. Now let's go to the other side that has, I would say, some upgrades, but similar to the upgrade at the last intersection. So over here, we have basically the same deal, same light setup. We'll even skip through half the decades because again, there's no big upgrades. They even have the crosswalk signal here. Again, there's no sidewalk, so why do they have crosswalk signals there? It's like I feel like they just put it there because why not? But then we go into 2018, and this is when they decide to add a flashing yellow signal to the case. I don't know why they decided to add the flashing yellow, but I mean, I like it. It's better than Uning. I guess it's really because that side has the double turn lane and this side doesn't, so they said why not. And here's the crosswalk with the updated crosswalk signals. I guess one got crosswalk. They're both now having the new crosswalk signals today, but I guess one had the old one and the other one had the other. Going to 2019, finally they upgraded that. They updated the lens. As you saw, they still had the older lens. You got a sneak peek of the other traffic light. And basically the same setup as we go into present day. Now, one thing I will say is the other day or last week, this light right here blew out. The red light at least blew out. I noticed that when I was stuck at the light and there was a fire truck coming, and I saw that, and then literally I think the 3 days I came back to work here, they replaced it, so that was pretty quick. But yeah, that's basically this intersection, the interchange of I-43's traffic lights. Now we're going to move into the actual inner city Delavan, starting with the last newer traffic light here in the town. Alright, turn on my do not disturb. Alright, so here is the next intersection. This is Wright/Borg in East Geneva. So we have the older traffic lights here with the left turn signal, the old crosswalk signal, the beat down Wisconsin road, and yeah, this is basically how it was. They had the older lens and stuff like that. Now, I do not know, because as you saw, you had a sneak peek of what it looks like now. Fast forwarded to 2013. They did update the lens on some of the traffic lights here. Here's the, you don't want to see that yet. Here's the backside. But yeah, so this is how it was before. They had a lot of stuff, or a lot of old stuff here. But in 2018, they decided to upgrade the highway a bit, and they upgraded this intersection to a modern Wisconsin traffic light. They widened the road a bit to make it more highway standard, and with that, they added newer traffic lights. So as you can see, we have the flashing yellows in the middle with the new crosswalk signals on both sides. And then you have the red left turn signal on this side. Now, one cool thing about this side here is that you have a right turn flashing yellow signal. You usually don't see these a lot, but I'm pretty sure like Milwaukee, Madison, you might see them a couple times, but around here you really don't see them a lot, but they have them. So, again, no big upgrade after that. Here's the, they did add a double turn left turn lane here on this side, and they had the straight signal there, so that's, like I said, up until today. This was taken, I'm pretty sure the night I was at work, that August 2024 picture. This was taken pretty recently. It's only been a month, so that's kind of crazy, because I probably was working that day. Well, this actually was like midday, but yeah, this was the last of the upgraded traffic lights. The next traffic lights we're probably going to fly through them all because a lot of them don't really have any significant upgrades. But we have 3 more traffic lights here in town. I guess this is the earliest picture we have on this intersection. So here is the intersection. I was going to start off on, or I was going to keep going down Geneva Street to the last traffic light on Geneva Street, but I decided we'll just go around in a circle. So here's the first traffic light. This is the traffic light on Wright Street. It's just another Wisconsin traffic light. One side doesn't have the overhead horizontal light, but the other one does. Again, this traffic light really haven't got any upgrades other than lens and a few crosswalk upgrades. So here we're gonna go through it a little bit. As you can see, they added the newer lens with or you can say it's a new traffic light too, but with some of the new crosswalks. They still have the older crosswalks on some of them. Some of them have upgrade ones, some of them don't. This is how it is even today. As you can guys see, like I said, the lens end up just getting upgraded. Like I said, some of them are gonna fly through them though, because really because the lights haven't really been seen upgrade. Fun fact: that night I mentioned on the other traffic light with the storms and the tornado, this whole area had no power, and it looked really weird looking down the intersection, because the other intersection, that intersection over there, they had power still. But this side didn't. The whole side of Delavan right here had no power, and it was just weird seeing the traffic light being dark. It was just way too dark over here for my liking. But yeah, here is the last traffic light as we move into the next intersection. Alright, so here we are on the next intersection here, and this is the intersection of Wisconsin 11 and what is this? This is Sweet Road. Let me make sure this is Sweet Road. I think it's Sweet Road. Well, or County Road, but I think this is also Sweet Road. I can't remember. But yeah, so this intersection is pretty cool. So in my last video, I mentioned that I mentioned this intersection in my last video, that this intersection had one of those lights to where it is literally a vertical right turn signal, but they made it horizontal. And yeah, this is the intersection I was talking about here. So as you can see, one side has the left turn signal and the other side has the right turn signals. So essentially, it's a straight signal with a right turn cycle. Now, I honestly, to keep it 100, this is probably the most useless left turn cycle ever. Either it used to work back then, or they just decided not to really give a damn after that, because the left turn cycle, for some reason, it chooses when it wants to work. I turned left a bunch of times on this intersection and they never worked. I think the one side at time I did was, I think it was this light right here, because I only saw this one time getting up and turn, use its right turn signal, but other than that, it's kind of useless. So essentially, they're both just straight signals with left turns. But yeah, as you can see, there's no though pictures really. You see this one got upgraded. It might have gotten knocked down. Let me see. And by the looks of it, it did not get knocked down. They just added the new Again, they just added a new signal. Uh, these still have their older lights. This still also has their older lights. So the only light, and I guess this one also right here, they got the newer traffic lights here, which was 2019, but they have the newer traffic lights here with the new crosswalk signal. I think it's the only new signals. These two are like the only new signals at this intersection now, because now all of them just have their lights upgraded with the same crosswalk signal, basically. So we can just fast forward to 2024. Some of them got the new lens, most of them didn't, but this is really an inner city traffic light. Delavan, I guess, is one of those cities where if it's not broke, we don't have to really upgrade or fix it. So, sweet Roanoke Sugar Creek. I know it was sugar or sweet something. There we go. But, yeah. You think after working here for over a year down there, it'll be a year in January, I would know this, but evidently I don't. So, yeah, this is Wright and Racine. Now on to the second to last traffic light here. Just east of downtown Delavan, we have the intersection of South 7th Street and Walworth. This was Racine, but it eventually turns into Walworth once you cross the intersection, so I'll just call it that. But again, another traffic light that I've only really gotten crosswalk upgrades and lens upgrades. As you can see, they have the dark lens. It does have like a fun fact though. When I was working here, as you see, we got in 2018. They still have the older lens, but I told you they upgraded the crosswalks. Some of them got older lens still, some of them don't. Now they all have the newer lens. Here we are in July 2019. This is the only side where the left turn signal, by the way. I guess I need to mention that. Sorry for being really bad at that. This side does have like a left turn signal, and the other side doesn't. We're into July 2021. As you can see, that light now has a newer lens, and then 23 and then 24. So I did mention there was a fun fact about this traffic light here. This traffic light here had this signal right here knocked down. I'm pretty sure this is the new one that they put up. They have this signal knocked down, and for about a few weeks before that storm, the traffic lights were on an all flash red. And honestly, even when they put this light back up, I thought they were going to just make this a stop sign, because they had it on for so long. They had it on an all flash red for so long, and then we had that storm. And when I came back up here the 3 days after that storm, they turned the lights back on. So I don't know what's up with that, but it happened, I guess. They decided to just keep it how it is. It's not really a pain. It works properly. That's one of the issues with Beloit's traffic lights. Sometimes they really don't work, which is why they try to debate if they're useful or not. But now we're on to the final traffic light here in Delavan. Alright, and on to the final traffic light here in Delavan. We have the intersection of Tyrell and Geneva Street. So, again, nothing really special here. It's a older traffic light with older lanes, with the older crosswalk signals, and then they'll all be eventually upgraded. As you can see, the purpose really here is just a highway, and then I guess Tyrell, and then you have businesses right here. Keep it going, no big upgrade. 2019. They got 2019. They got upgraded to not the newer lens that they usually use, but they got upgraded to I would say like mid 2010s traffic lights, or 2000s to 2010s. And then this one got the newer lens and the new crosswalk. They did get their crosswalk signals upgraded, but yeah, that's basically it. That's all the traffic lights here in Delavan, Wisconsin. Again, sorry if it felt like I was going too fast. Most of the traffic lights, other than the ones by the shopping area in Delavan Lake, were all either had little to no upgrades, or most of them did get upgrades. But basically, they just had like a few little quality of life improvements, maybe some standards that they had to upgrade the lights, or they were dying. Like I said, a lot of these lights here in town are old lights, so they either just replaced them or just upgraded the lens a bit. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. See ya.